Hello and welcome to Fat Boss TV, and today we're having a look at the Scarlet Halls, which is a 5-man heroic and normal mode, I suppose, on the Mists of Pandaria beta.
And in this case, we're looking at it on heroic.
Yes, and we looked at this at the very fucking beginning, literally as soon as beta came up, was like, let's go to Scarlet Mother shape it. We're here now, and it's gotten a fucking lot better.
Yeah, it's changed a bit, because when we was here previously on normal, I mean, we're just having a look at the small changes.
Yeah, and it's really, really good. It's really nice. So, everything's a lot less buggy now, but they have changed some things. Like the second boss, they completely changed because it was just a bit too buggy, and they was like, fuck it, let's make it simple. Which is a shame, really. So they've kind of made it a bit easy. But if you didn't know, this is the armory and the library added together.
Yeah,
whereas the other
basically
side,
the two instances combined.
Yeah.
Because Scarlet Monastery now only consists of 2 instances rather than 4.
yes. Sorry, I'm just picking up some quests and whatnot. But you see at the bottom there, I've got an extra. Oh, never mind. I'll show you that in a minute. Don't worry about that. But either way, here's the first boss, and this is the boss that a lot of people have been seeing, and it's really, really cool. Basically, you've got to pick up a shield as all of his archers start firing shit at you, and you've got to keep. Yeah, I've got to put it on my big old face, and you've got to keep behind that person. Now, there's only 3 shields, so of course people are going to have to be following you. And look, as soon as you come out, you get knocked back to the beginning again. So what you probably could do is get 4 people to go line of sight out of the way of this and get 1 person to do it, the tank to do it. But
or you could all just hide behind the tank.
Or you can actually do it properly.
Yeah, like you're doing it now, yeah.
Yeah, but also you move really, really slowly because of and there's fire on the floor, so there is some damage going out. So I'd recommend that your healer doesn't get a shield, so you can heal up. But yeah. That's it, and then you AoE the shit out of them real quick, and then kill the boss. The boss doesn't really do anything, but it doesn't have a lot of health either, so it's like a really...
So basically the only test on this boss is just walking straight down, avoiding fires with a big fat fuck-off shield on your face.
Yes, which is wonderful. I think that's all right.
Pretty simple.
Like most bosses, it's like, can you do enough damage? Now this is like, can you move properly?
Can you put a big fuck-off shield on your face?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fine. That's all right. I'm
Is he like a
fine
proper
with that.
boss, though, or is he a mini-boss?
He actually drops no loot. I don't know. I think he is a boss. But either way, you see this extra action button?
Yes.
Right, that's when you pick up the food. And see the starving hounds? You throw the food onto the person you want the starving hounds to kill, and they all swarm them.
Right.
It just makes it so it's quicker clearing the trash. So they like basically become your friends and just like beat the shit out of it. Which is...
And they do a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah, and that's actually how you're supposed to kill the second boss. However, they completely removed that now, unfortunately.
Ah, right.
And because it was just bugging to shit, and I was like, I'm not fixing
That's the problem
this.
we had when we were looking at it on normal.
Yep, so this is the second boss, which is lovely. If you pull any of the obedient hounds around the edge, he pulls. So that's a little note to take. And basically what he does a couple of abilities. He like jumps to someone, and he throws shit at people, and... It's
all unavoidable damage.
Yeah,
basically.
it's just basically sit there and heal for it. But I decided to tank him top of the wall so we could whore a bit.
Yeah.
But this is actually a really bad idea, as you'll see in a second. Either way, obedient hounds come in, and you just need your tank to pick them up and just keep cleaving down. Like, the obedient hounds actually don't do anything. You should just be killing the boss. It's actually a pretty simple fight, but I like the way that all the dogs come in. And of course, at the end, they have a nice little surprise for us as well. But... because of his leap mechanic at the moment, there's quite a big issue with it.
Right.
Because if he leaves his area at the moment where he's in, his little courtyard, he does a bit of the old resetting.
Oh, right.
Which is quite the problem, which you'll see in a second.
I'm guessing that's not...
intended, no.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there you go.
Uh,
Either way, this is quite foreign. I don't want to show you all again.
Yeah, so he just leaps away.
He just leaps away and he's like, goodbye forever. But, so... what you need to do is, I'd probably recommend killing the dogs as you go along as well, because they do get quite a lot of them. So it maybe multi-dotting them or just chain lightning them is a good idea. But you remember at the end he says, I won't die because of you anymore.
And he just turns into a punching bag.
Yep, I bleed, haha, but I won't die. And it's like, no. Normally you'd have to throw food on him for the hungry hounds now, but that's completely changed. The dogs are like, okay, what the fuck, let's just kill him. So you only have to get...
become friendly and come over and munch him.
Yeah, and then he dies.
They look like they're doing
but look, then they go swarming over to the door. Hold on, I'll get a view of it in a second. And they just kill all those. Remember them all standing there before normal?
Yeah.
That's what the dogs are there for. They go over there and kill all them for you. Which is lovely, isn't it?
Oh, did they follow you around the rest of the fucking instance?
No, I think they piss off now.
Oh.
I don't know, actually. What the hell's going on?
don't even know what's going on.
Oh no, they just despawn there.
Oh,
There you go.
despawn.
I was going to say, like, I don't remember them following me around. I'm just going for a quick show of what's going on this trash. Can you see the cannoneers?
That are bombarding you with
Yeah, they
fucking
actually have
cannons.
little things on the floor, but I'd recommend just going over there and killing the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Just completely destroy them because they're really annoying. But the trash themselves also do quite a lot of magic damage, so interrupting their holy fires is really quite important as well. But otherwise, it's pretty
Spell
easy.
Reflect. Warrior's gonna have fun.
Yeah, also boomkins and like enhancement or elemental chamois with solar beam as well. That's also really a lot of the heroics are like that. But either way, we're on to the third boss now, which is Herod's weird cousin,
Harlan.
Harlan, and he's very, very cool. If you don't know him, he's really, really, really fucking cool. Remember like Herod, what he used to do? He used to do spinning
fucking
things.
spin round like a nutcase,
But
didn't he?
he used to just spin down in the middle. It's just like, oh, melee, move away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead, he goes a bit more ape shit in this. If you don't remember,
Doesn't he just go crazy and fly around the side of the room and stuff?
yes, which is absolutely wonderful. He also spawns
remember
ads,
doing
and what we did, we just picked them up and a little, I don't know. Our DPS like cleaving. We have like chain lightnings and
Yeah.
multi dotters, so a lot of that was going on. So a lot of that happened, but the main mechanic of this boss, like when he goes all the way around the room, as you'll see in a second, is the best. So he charges up in the middle, and basically you've got to avoid him, and bad things happen if you don't, which is wonderful. So here he goes off on his journey. He's really easy to avoid. So once you've seen where he has been, you can practically go back there. DK gets caught out, he gets picked up and killed.
Oh, okay. So it increases the damage, like the longer it goes on, the more damage it deals.
Well, he actually picks you up and kills you.
And it will just pick you up and like one shot you,
Yeah.
more or less. That's pretty awesome.
Also, the boss is getting a stacking in rage. Every time you dispel it, it actually reduces the stacks by 10. And it was really, really hurting. And I asked like Robin to like dispel it, but he didn't have it on his bars, and so I nearly died. It was really,
It hurts.
it really does hurt. Look, he's doing 64% more damage. His speed is increased as well, so when he spins around, he's going faster. Fortunately, we killed him before he did his second spin, so that's on a timer and
So
not
on live,
percent
you're going to need
based.
to dispel this guy a bit.
Yeah, so you need someone who can dispel enrage. It's like a hunter or a boomkin or a rogue, I think, can do it as well. So,
Shaman, priest.
well, really? Oh, you can bring anyone then. Fuck
Oh,
it.
is it a magic ability or is it?
It's an enrage.
It's an enrage ability.
Yeah.
Right.
So there you go. It's actually quite an easy boss afterwards, and all the ads die. We also got this lovely room with the treasurers. Remember them? That
yeah,
dropped
they
the
still got
pots.
the urns
Yep.
carrying around their dead
yeah,
grandfathers.
and you'll-
Fucking weirdos.
Well, it's full of gold though. They're like treasure pots more than urns. But either way, these really hurt. They put a stacking debuff on you that reduces your armor by 20% each time. And if you have a load of them on you, they all do it at once, and your armor's reduced by 100%. And I
okay.
die. I'm just showing you that it really hurt. I didn't even realise. Like, I didn't pop any cooldowns or anything. I'm just a shitter. So
Well, we all knew that. Let's be fair.
I'm still clicking, Lawrence. I'm sorry. I get better
Picking up
next
the loot
time.
as you're going along.
Yeah, well, I wanted to see the urn, but either way, yeah, 5 stacks, taking 100. I have no armor at this point. The priest is healing me to shit, and it's just like, oh, okay.
Boom. Jesus.
They actually do manage to kite them and kill them in the end.
So they
but,
do a
I
lot
skipped
of damage
that.
stacking debuffs.
Here's another sort of trash pack as well, which is the it's the scholar
Scholars.
and the pupils, which is wonderful. Now, all the pupils do practically nothing, but he does this
Fucking
big shield that makes it so everything inside takes 99% less damage. So you just got to interrupt it.
Ah, that's clever.
Really, really simple, but I thought it was quite nice with all that, like the whole library idea. It didn't really feel like a library. All you had is like mages and warriors. Now it actually has a bit of like, oh, I'm getting taught in here sort of thing. It
The
just,
pupils.
yeah, it just feels a bit better. You know what I mean? So
the
here I'm
scholars.
clicking my fucking interrupt.
Like a boss.
It's a shame.
Clicking makes you good.
It does. No, it doesn't. Either way, here's the
And
last
this guy,
boss.
he was fucking amazing.
We learnt a lot
Normal.
actually by accident, which is good. That's an animation bug. Don't worry about that when you pull him. But he constantly spams pyroblast on you, which hurt quite a lot. And he also gets presence of mind, which makes it's actually called
instant pyro,
it's called
yeah.
like a quick mind quickening or some shit. Presence of mind.
It gives him instant pyros.
Yeah, instant pyros, and you just need to make sure you heal up the tank. I think you can dispel it. Yeah, you can dispel it, and it's not doing too much damage. Now you see this book burner. If you stand in the way of the beam when he sends it out, the bookcases don't set on fire.
Ah,
So
okay.
that stops all the bookcases sending on fire. He also does this 360-degree Greater Dragon's Breath that fucks you if you stand in it.
Yeah, it's like a 180 cone that
Yep.
spins round, yeah.
But this book burner thing, once the books are alight, the books are alight.
And they don't go out.
They-
Because on normal, slowly went out, didn't they?
Well, by the looks of what we had, it didn't seem to go out. We only had one set of light. But see, Boomkin's in the way. The Boomkin gets hit for a bit of damage, but there's no burning. It makes it easier to move around during the Great Dragon Breath.
If the beam actually hits the books, then a portion of the room gets set on fire, doesn't it?
Yeah. I also went over like, why isn't it on fire? We were still working it out at the point. But I made sure that no one stood in the beam so you could see what the book burner is like anyway. But otherwise, it's actually a pretty simple boss, but it's a nice boss as well. Like, it's still like, it takes a bit of coordination, I guess. He is fun. Which it's good. I like this boss. It's a nice little way to end this instance because it's really good, and I think they did some. The way they've merged it as well, it's actually quite seamless. It's not just suddenly like they plonk this and there, this and that.
Okay, here we go. Here's the book
burner. There you go. The book's on fire, and there goes the pulses. Yeah, so
it basically covers a section of the room. Means you can't stand in that section of the room.
Yeah, so that's practically it. But yeah, good fight overall. I'm quite happy. He dropped some lovely loots. No key though, like he used to. In his little chest. There's no chest anymore. But yeah, he dropped some good loot, and that's practically it.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Alex.
So if you did like this video, please do give us a thumbs up. It really does help us out quite a lot. And make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe.
And if you'd like to see more Fat Boss videos, make sure you click up on the annotations you see on your screen now. Thanks for watching.
Wonderful, yay. That's alright now.